Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Come on, fellas.
Ready up. 50, my 50. No chance. Five.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Go.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
You got nothing. 31's the mic.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Get ready. 18 Gator.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, high 7.
Right over there, right
General West.
58, right there. Hey, here we go. Check. Fresno.
Yo, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Bang.
Smooth. Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. A good pickup there at 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58's the mic.
Go. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Five.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Bravo. Let's go. Hit it.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Branch. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Guys, yes.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Protein spill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This short throw caught by Goddard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's get the ball.
Hey, Jet. Ready.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Down. 18 Gators.
Watch the run.
Topper.
They'll run on 1st down. Branch. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
10 Lobo. Hey, rock it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, Echo.
58, boy, 58.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Take 3. 218, chop it. 5. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Howard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We go! 60 or.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Big grip.
Back to throw here. And a little floater there is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
15 line. 15 line.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch
Hey, box drop.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
On the set.
55. Hey, eat. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch
General West.
Check 13.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. 80 weapons. Hey, high 7.
They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Go!
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way. You got it. I just went right past it.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. 30 base. Pull it high.
2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Watch the safety creep.
Greystone travel.
Check.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready up.
58.
Protein spill.
Switch it.
Snap.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Topper! Bravo!
Hey, switch gears. 55's my guy, 55.
2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Yo.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert 3. Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike's 59.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike, check, 59. Get it.
Another run with Sanders.
Kill.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch twist.
General West.
Mike's 50.
Silver.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 50.
Yep.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Hey. 50. 50 to Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
18 Gator. Hey, Orbit. Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall.
The pass on first down. Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 52.
22 jet bomber.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, Zoo.
I know he ain't got
The drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
At the end of the third quarter with the score Lions 14.
30 base.
Eagles 13.
6-6. Pull it high.
Kill. Check three.
Hey, Echo. Echo.
Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Yo, go, get it.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever.
Hey, Wahoo! Look at me, zipper!
Here we go.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike, check. 59. Watch the out.
Hey, exit.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey, D.
Go.
Pick it up, D. Check 59, Mike is 59.
5.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Branch. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 47 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Christian Travis.
Mike's 59. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Mike's it.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Hey, high 7. Ready.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This is taken at the 3.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Branch. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
30 base. Hey. On the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. What's the run?
They'll run on 1st down. Branch. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win.